The watercolor, in the world, is a powerful culmination of the Zen ox herding sequence, particularly the final stage where the seeker, having attained realization, returns to the ordinary world. Yet, through awakened eyes, nothing is truly ordinary anymore. This painting is a meditation on perception, transformation, and the seamless integration of enlightenment into daily existence. A cloaked figure, the ox herder, steps forward onto a path that appears both tangible and ethereal. He carries a circular object, possibly a lantern or other symbol of completeness, evoking the Enso circle found in Zen calligraphy. His fishing pole extends toward the water, a gesture of engagement with life, echoing ancient Taoist imagery of sages fishing, not for sustenance, but for wisdom. The composition is layered with multiple instances of the artist's red-roofed studio, reinforcing the idea of a liminal space, a portal through which the enlightened mind perceives the world. The multiple repetitions of the house suggest the simultaneity of experiences, the past, present, and future unfolding all at once. In the foreground, an ox skull lies discarded among the undergrowth, signifying that the seeker has moved beyond the need for a guide. The ox, once elusive, then tamed, is no longer necessary. This is the ultimate realization. The separation between the seeker and the sought, the journey and the goal, was an illusion all along. The brushwork, both fluid and deliberate, dissolves rigid boundaries, reinforcing the idea that the world itself is a dynamic, shifting expression of consciousness. The lake reflects both sky and foliage, a reminder that inner and outer realities are inseparable. This painting embodies the 10th and final ox-herding stage, return to society. In Zen tradition, once enlightenment is realized, the sage does not retreat to a mountaintop. Instead, they re-enter the world, fully engaged with life's ebb and flow. No longer bound by illusions of separation, they move freely, imparting wisdom not through words, but through their being. The portal imagery reinforces this notion. Enlightenment is not an escape, but an entryway into reality, as it is, unadorned, alive, and boundless. To walk through this portal is to accept that every moment, no matter how mundane it appears, is sacred. This image resonates with hexagram 24, Fu, return, which represents the cyclical nature of existence and the path of return to one's true nature. After wandering far in search of understanding, the sage comes back, not as the same person who left, but as one who sees with renewed clarity. Another fitting hexagram is hexagram 19, Lin, approach, which signifies the harmonious return to the world with wisdom. The ox herder does not reject the world, but approaches it with open-hearted acceptance, embodying the Taoist principle of effortless action, Wu Wei. This painting captures the essence of effortless action. The ox herder does not impose his will upon the world, but moves with it, flowing like water. He has let go of the notion of attaining anything, for enlightenment is not an achievement, but a way of being. The house in the background, perhaps representing the mind, the self, or even the idea of home, is both familiar and mystical. It suggests that wisdom is not found in retreat, but in embracing the world fully, exactly as it is. In the world is a profound reminder that the spiritual path does not end with enlightenment, it begins there. The realization that nothing is mundane is not about grand revelations, but about seeing the extraordinary in the ordinary. The discarded ox skull signifies the release of attachments, the realization that wisdom is not something separate from daily life, but infused within it. The ox herder steps forward not to transcend the world, but to embrace it fully. This is the true essence of awakening, to walk among people, to work, to love, to live, not as an escape, but as a full-bodied participation in the unfolding of existence. What are you searching for? Is it something distant? Something beyond your reach? What if the answer is not in the seeking, but in the seeing, seeing what is already present? Consider how you engage with your own world. Do you move through life as if waiting for something greater? Or can you recognize the sacred within the ordinary? Can you step through the portal, not into another realm, but into the depth of this moment? Like the ox herder, you are already home. The question is, are you willing to see it?